Hi guys, and welcome to Loan Management System Developing Excel using the PMT function. Okay guys, so I will show you guys how this works. Alright, so let's enter new data in here. So I'm going to let's say we get rid of this and just enter a name in there. And let's say the name is Sally, Sammy, and address, that's address in there. Let's say Mill Lane. And she wants to, let's take a loan of about 500,000 plus, and she intend to pay it all off in 14 years time at the interest rate of 5.7. All you just need to do is hit on the calculate button, and you can always add with this very button in here. There we go. That's the details of Sally, what she's borrowing and so on. Okay, you can reset. No, if you don't want to reset, click on that and then click on exit. No, you don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. And one other thing is all the details are stored right inside or right on this spreadsheet. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to start with a new tutorial entirely. So let's start a new one. All right. So make sure Excel is opened. Go straight to developer tab. Inside your developer tab, if you don't have this very tab in there in your menu, so all I ask you to do or advise you to do is to go to file and you click on options. Inside the options, you should see the customize ribbon. Select the customize ribbon. Make sure the developer tab is checked. If this is not there, if it's unchecked, make sure it's checked. If it's not there, make sure you come straight to the popular commands and you should be able to see the developer. So click on OK and your developer menu should be right there. And you click on the developer menu. Okay, so once the developer tab is enabled, let's click on VB right here, Visual Basic. Okay, or you can always press Alt F11 right there. So click on that and you end up with this blank development environment. Now to insert the form, all you need to do is come straight to insert right here and select user form. There we go, that's your form. So you now need to define the size of your form. Alright, let's go straight to the property to define the size of the form. So let's look for height. That's the height right there. I'm just going to make that about 696. There, press enter. Then the width, I'm going to make the width approximately 1300 plus. So let's say 1300. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I was meant to go for the width. 1300. There we go. So that will do. Now the other thing is I want to change the back color. So let's come in here. You see the back color? I want to go for something maybe very dark blue, something like that. Yeah, that will do. That will do. That's fine. Okay, that's done. So the next thing is let's go to the toolkits. If you don't have the toolkits, just click on this. Alright. So I need frame. I'm gonna drag my frame just somewhere there. But the thing is I want to be able to see this frame. So let's change the color of that very frame to something we can see. Oh, that's it, the border. Let's come in here and do that. There we go. Alright, that's fine. Now I need some text box and labels. Alright, grab hold of label, and that very label, let's change the font. We'll make that about 24 bold. And what about the text? Because I have blue background there, I'm going to change the four colors to something we can see. So we can just make that highlight. Alright, and what about text? Let's grab hold of a text box. Here is known as yeah, baby. Okay, just drag this, dump it right there, and change the font as the font to about 24 as well. Yeah, go for 24 bold. There we go. And now we can just copy these two. Just select them and copy. Copy and paste. I need two of those. Yeah, there. Yeah, we need. So I will just copy and paste the rest. Paste. And there. So I'm gonna need three more. Copy and paste. Bring that here. Down a little bit more. Okay. Now, four of those, no, actually five. Five, this five. Let's reduce the size here. Something like that. Then we need a list box. Yeah, that's the list box. Just drag that and dump it right here. And then underneath here, I'm going to need another frame. I can copy this frame, copy that, Control C, and just paste and bring it down there. And if I run my program now, this is how it's looking. So I just need to drag these guys across. So let's end it here and just bring this here and drag this guy, select it all, drag. Alright, looking good. Now, here, I need to enter full name in there. So come straight to the caption, you see. Select the label, come straight to the caption. So I'm just going to call that maybe client name or full name. Let's say full name. Then the next one, or let's name this text box as well. So that very text box is going to be known as txt full name. Txt name. And here, this is going to be txt address. Okay, select and change the name. See where it says name. Okay, I'm showing you this for this sake for those that don't understand how to implement this. That's why I'm showing you the full details. Then here, that's going to be amount of loan. Yeah, and this text box is going to be txt amount of loan. Change the name to txt amount of loan. Remember, no space. Brilliant. Then underneath here, I'm going to change that to number of years. Of years. Number of years for payments. And this is going to be txt number of years of payments. And next is going to be, I'm going to call that interest rate. Right, we have our interest rates, and this is going to be TXT interest rates. There we go. Followed by, I'm going to call that TXT monthly payments. TXT monthly payment. Okay, let's just copy that. And the label in front of it is going to be monthly payment. Underneath here, let's drag this so that we have enough room for it. Okay, underneath here is going to be total payment. And the text box is TXT total payment. There we go. That's that all done. Okay, now for the list box, I'm going to change that to LST loan. That's good. So all of those components have their own respective name. The next thing is let's add buttons. Just drag that and drop it there. But I do need to change the font of that very button. So I'm make that about maybe 36. Come right in here. Just change that to 36. Bold. The text content on it is going to be calculate loan. Just change that to calculate loan. And the variable name is going to be BTN loan. So we need a bit of room. Drag. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. You see this frame here? Let's just go to the caption, get rid of that. And I'm going to repeat the same thing for this. Okay, now let's copy this button. The next thing is that in here. And maybe one more. Two more actually. One more here. Right. Okay, almost there now. Now that's one at the end will be BTN exit. And it should be exit loan. This is going to be resets. BTN resets. Right here, that's where entering the names and the text content on it is going to be reset loan. And the last one here is going to be BTN add. Okay, we're adding the loan straight onto the list box, so we just call it BTN add. That will do. And here we just change that to add loan. There. The only thing that is left for us now is just to add our title there and just maybe rearrange this, make them look a bit presentable. So come up here, grab a label, just dump a label in there. No, that's a text, that's a button, a label. Dump it right there. And that very label, I'm going to change the size to maybe about 72. Come here, the font, 72 bold, and change the text content on it. Okay, we'll change that to loan management system, something like that, or loan management. Okay, yeah, so loan management system we do. Management. Okay, there we go. So the development of the interface is all completed. So let's come right here and just drag this there. We're going to move this up a little bit. I'll make some more room here. There we go, guys. And if I run it now, let's run it and see how that's looking. Click on run. There we go. That's how the interface is looking. Now you guys see how the interface is put together. So let's start work with some coding. So I'm going to take care of the easy ones first. So the first one is going to be, let's take care of these ones here. 1, 2, exit out. That's it right here. So come right here, double click on this button there. And inside that very button, oh, before I do one thing, first of all, let me go right up here and just declare my variable. You're going to need those variables for the calculation. So first of all, we say option explicit. Option explicit. There. And I'm going to declare the following variable. We say dim end position. The end position will be for my loan calculation. So that's going to be as long integer. Now the next one is going to be number of years. So let's say dim the number of years. So number of years we intend to borrow the node one for. So that's going to be an integer. Then finally I'm going to say dim interest rate, loan amount. That's another variable, comma, the monthly payment, comma, then let's say total payment. So all of these variables, they are going to be, the data type will be double. There we go. Brilliant. So that's my variables out of the way. Now, like I said earlier on, you double click on exit button and you then declare the following with the exits. So I'm going to say the I exit as integer. Okay, now I say I exit is going to take in the following. Say equals message box. And this message box is meant to display as follows. Let's confirm. Confirm if you want to exit. Close that. Comma. Now I'm going to say VB question. That's one of the method that will display the question icon plus VB yes or no. VB yes, no. Yeah, that's another method. And I'm going to display my own title. Let's just call it loan calculator. Loan. That's my title there. So press enter. Now let's use a conditional statement to validate the selection made. If I exit, if that is equals VB yes, then on the following, unload me. That's it. So and if that should take care of my exit. So let's try this out. Okay, so have a good look at that. I believe you guys can see the codes. So I'm going to run that. Click on run and then click on exit button. And this pops up. Okay, remember the question mark that I put in there. If I say no, I don't want to exit, You still remain within the system, but if you say yes, there we go. You exit out. Right. The next thing is I'm going to take care of reset. With the reset, double click on the reset. And for that reset, I want the system to also from the user to confirm if they really want to reset the whole system. So click on that. I'm just going to copy and paste everything in here. Paste that, then change the name of this to I exit or I reset. And here as well, I reset. I reset here. And here confirm if you want to reset. Okay. Now confirm if you want to reset. If the answer is yes, then all of these. First of all, start with txt name dot text play. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing for the other text box. So I'm gonna copy that. Txt address. The text is clear. Txt amount of load. Then we have txt interest rate, and what about txt number of years? Txt number of year. Paste. Now let's clear LST loan as well, the list box. So that is going to be dot clear. Okay, there's meant to be two more, which is the monthly payment and total payment. But instead of me using text box in there, I was just considering, okay, yes, all right, if I enter whatever in there, no, yes. See these two here, instead of using text box, I'm going to change it to label because I don't want the user to be able to enter anything. So let's delete them, delete and delete. So I'm going to grab hold of a label. Let's paste the label there, and that would be much more ideal. And the back color of that very label, I want it to be white. Label coming in, change that to white. Okay. The font, I'm going to change that to 24. Bold 24. There we go. And the name, I'll change the name to LBL monthly payments. There we go. Okay, now you can copy that, double click on here, and just paste that in here as well. So that is taken care of. Now one more. The next one is the total. So you copy this, Control C and paste it here. So this is going to be known as LBL total payment. Alright, copy that there. And let's delete the content that we have in here. Delete, reset, and just get it reset there. So we've taken care of the reset, the easy one. Now the next thing is let's take care of this. You see this one here? Double click on calculate. Within the calculate, there's one thing that I will do in there. First of all, for it to be able to calculate, Okay, because I'm going to be using the PMT function, I've already declared my variables anyway. So let's start by assigning as follows. I need all of these. Let's grab all of these variables. I'm going to need them. The loan calculator. Paste all of that there. The first one is the interest, the number of, or what about the number of years? It seems not to have that in there. What I do right here, need that. Then I'm going to need loan amount, grab all of that. I will need these two guys here. Let's put them. I'm just arranging them anyway, so don't let that bother you guys. Okay. So those are the variables that we detailed there. Now we would need. Okay, let's start. The interest rate, that's going to be CD. Let's convert CDL as a D. Okay, convert that to, let's say, TXT interest rate dot pets. Okay, close that. Divide that by 100, divide by 12. That is the PMT function take here. Instead of text, that should have been value. The value, that's what we're dividing. Yep. Now, that is done. Let's take care of the other one. This is going to be number of years. In the case of number of years, let's just change this to number of years. Number of years. I think I have an S in there. I believe that's how it was written. Let's come in here and check. Number of years. Yeah, it's in uppercase. Let's go back in here. Okay, the number of here, you just need to multiply that by 12. And now, see the amount. To work out this amount, we're going to say convert the following, which is the amount anyway. Grab all of this and just paste it here. And change this to amount, TXT amount. Amount of the loan. Okay, done. Now that that is done, we now come here. We now want to say minus PMT. Okay, that's going to be the interest rate. Paste that in here. Comma, number of year. Number of year. Then loan. Let's just put a comma there as well. Paste. Alright. And once that is sorted, we now need to sort out the total. For the total, all we just need to do is monthly payment. This one here, copy. And we multiply that by number of years. There we go. Alright, that is fine. Now you see the LBL, you need to enter them in here. Okay, the LBL, we need to add this in here for the month of payment. So because I want it to show in pound sign, so I'm going to ask you to get it formatted. Paste, comma, pound sign, and where's the needed hash there, and comma, hash 0.00. Okay, that's the conversion taken care of. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the total there. And the bit I need to change here is going to be, this will be total payment. Change that to total payment. There we go. And that is that taken care of. So let's run it and see. Now, amount I intend to borrow, a number of years, and interest rates. Calculate. Oh, I do have an error. So let's look at that up. Instead of text, because this is VBA, that was meant to be caption. So go back in there and change that to caption. Here, dot caption. There we go. The same error would have applied or would have appeared here. Change that to caption as well. Run. Okay. And yes, let's say it's 9.7. Calculate. There we go. Look at that. Reset. There. Oh, the reset. The same thing applies here. That should have been caption as well. Caption and caption here. Very good. So make sure you change that of reset to caption, the labels. Run. So let's work out another loan. And there. Reset. Yes. There we go. It's brilliant. Okay, but supposing I enter some value in here and here. I'll click on this. There we go. We have an error. Okay. So we don't want that. So for us to be able to prevent that error, double click on the loan button. So let's do this. I'm going to use an if statement in your if. Txt name dot text. If that is equals empty, then I want the following. I want a message box to display. MSG box. Now I can just say maybe please enter something or enter a value. Please enter the full name. Okay, there. Comma. Let's choose one of these. I'm going to do for exclamation. Comma, and the title is going to be, let's put a title. I just call that missing client full name. There, close that. Then I also want you to, and that's what might be the error. Let's see. I'll get rid of this. Get rid of this. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say txt name dot set focus. Right. That's the first one done. Then let's just say exit sub. Right. That's good. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the others. I'll copy this, come right down here. But in this case, I'm going to use else if. Else if it's address, want it to change the address. Okay, change this to address and please enter address and here address, enter client address. Okay, address is done. Come back in here, want to take care of the next one. Let's say amount of loan. Amount of loan. That is TXT amount of loan, which is right here. If it's TXT amount of loan, then we need to ask them to enter amount of loan here, missing amount of loan, and this is TXT amount of loan. Okay, please enter the amount of loan. There we go, that, and this is full name. Okay, please enter the amount of loan. There we go. Now I want to take care of the number of years. Copy paste number of years. Let's see how that's written here. TXT number of years. In fact, let me just copy these ones. Let's put them in here. So doing open now. Okay, number of years. Copy that. And this is TXT number of years. Number of years here. And here is going to be number. Enter the number of years. That's that done. Next, that is going to be interest rates. Right, is interest rates. TXT interest rates. I don't need this too. TXT interest rates. And that interest rate. Please enter the interest rate. Missing interest rate. There we go. I think that is all done. Now, one more thing. Right underneath here, we must say and if. If you start with if statements, you must end it with an if. Okay. And why did I put in this and so? Because each of them are individual. Okay. Now, if the user enter all of the required details, then this is automatically calculated. Okay, let's run it and see. Run. Enter the following. And let's say we have the address in there, the 14 ring group. And year of payments 5. Now the rate of that. Okay, it's telling me the amount. Okay, variable not defined. TXT, that should have been TXT. TXT amount of loan. Let's make sure I get the rest right. Yeah. Okay, let's run it one more time. Enter value in here. And the year and that. So please enter full name. There you can see the cursor right in there. Let's say the name is Tony Montana. Alright, now I forgot the address as well. So it's telling me please enter the address. So I enter the address for Tony. So let's say wallet. Okay. Then we can calculate. Finally, we need to be able to add right here. Okay, let's exit out. Exit, no, exit, no, reset, yes. Now exit. There we go. Now let's double click on add loan. This very one. Okay. Now with the add loan, the whole idea is when you click on the add loan, I want it to display on the list box. So first of all, I'm going to start by declaring the following. Let's say dim weeks as worksheets. Why am I using worksheets? Because I want everything saved on my worksheet as well. There we go. Then dim new add new as range. Then let's set WKS, which stands for week equals sheet number 1. There. Now let me read. That's the sheet number 1 I'm referring to right here. That is the sheet number 1. Okay. See, I don't have number 2. You can always add 2 if you want. Okay, back in here. Oh, one thing is, let's save this before because I'm almost done. Let's go to File, Save As. Okay, make sure you give it a name. So I'm just going to call it Loan Management System. And I'll just say Paul because it's for my second channel, Loan Management System Paul. So let's save it in my folder. I do have a folder here for Excel resources. There. Now, this very important one is, you see, save type as. I'm going to change that to Excel macro enable workbook. Okay, save it as Excel macro enable workbook. Um, I think I need to be able to recognize one thing here. It's a PMT file, so I'm just going to put PMT there underscore. Yeah, that's the name. But this is the important bit. Save type is Excel macro enable. Okay. Yeah. Right. It is saved. Okay. Back in here. I'm inside add loan. So those are the variables that I intend to use. So now I also need to set. Okay. So let's say set add new. The add new is going to be equals the worksheet dot the range. And this range, I'm just going to specify my own range as 65,356. 356. I think it's you can always specify it more than that. So dot end as the end of that, and we just say dot offset, and that is going to offset it by 1. So what I'm doing is offset it by 1. I will take it to the new line, to the next line. Okay, let's add every value in there. What I'm just going to add will be that of the loan anyway. I will also add the name. So let's say add new dot offset dot offset, and that is going to be 0 by 0. That's for the very first one. Dot value. This value is no value. dot value. This value is going to be equals txt name dot steps. That's the first one. In total is 7, so I'm going to copy this. Paste. Undo that. It's too fast. Paste. And one more. Paste. And here it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now, the next name here is going to be address, followed by amount of loan. Amount of loan. Just make sure I get the name right here. Amount of loan. And number of years. And interest rate here. I remember that. Interest rate. Yeah. Then followed by this is going to be LBL. LBL monthly payment dot caption. Very good. And the next one is going to be LBL total payment dot caption. There we go. So with this command, I'm able to add everything straight onto my workbook. Let's try it out. Before we take care of this, I'm going to just enter a name there. Let's set the name is Johnny Davis and address 15 Molly Way. Then it's taking out 100,000. Number of years and interest rate is 5%. Click on that. Hey, that's good. So I now want to be able to add this straight onto my workbook there. So let's click on add. Oh, we have an error. Let's check that out. Let's see. Oh, okay. I should have specified the. I was meant to just put the cell in there, which is A. Cell A. Start from cell A, which I haven't done. Okay. So I have put in cell A now. Let's go back to the codes. Exit out. I need to stop that first. Let's come in here. That has to be stopped. Okay, back in here. I've added where the cell will start from A. Okay, run it one more time. Enter value in there again. Johnny Davis. Team Morning. Close. Amount. There we go. Number of years. Interest rate. Click. And let's see if we can add now. Click on add. There we go. Look at that. Okay, but there's one thing that I haven't done. I should have entered title in here. That's no problem. You see that? That is done. Very good. But before that, let me take care of this. Double click on add and come right down here. Declare a variable. We'll call it main. I think I should create a function first. Yes. I want to create the function first before doing that. Come right down underneath here. Let's say private function. Private function, and this function I would like you to format the list box, format field, and that is going to be, let's say, by value, and the value as string, as string, comma, by value, enter length as integer. As integer, then as string. There. So, and in here we just need to save format field, this very one here, and that is going to be equals to the left. Then we enter the value and space, length, close that, comma, length. Okay, that's the function that I'll use to just separate the content inside the list box in an orderly manner. So let's go back in here now. So I'm going to declare a variable. So I'll just call it loan information. Let's declare that as a string character. String. And let's just say this loan information. Loan info. Let's put it in here. Loan information equals. I want you to format field. Yeah, I'm calling the function now. And that is going to be txt loan. And I'll just put some size in here. That will be txt loan. Txt amount of loan, comma, space will be about 65. And next, I'm going to say, let it tab. Okay. The rate will be 65. Right now, the next one. I'm going to copy all of these. Let's come right down here. Paste for the next one. Repeat the same thing for the next one and the next one. And one more. Yeah. Okay. Let's change this to 50. I just want to get it right. And here, that is going to be number of years. Let's close this one. Grab all of that number of years and paste that here. Number of years is taken care of. Now, interest rate. As for interest rate, I'm going to leave that at 65 as well. Then we have this. That, and this one I'm going to make it about 45. And here, total amount paste. I'll make that about 35. I think that is done. Now I want this to be stored inside the list box. So let's say lst loan dot add item equals loan information. I think I am done. Okay, I think it's all done now. Yeah. So let's run it. Save that. Run. Enter details in there. Name is going to be Felix. Felix Frogner. And he lives in 57 Frogner Way. South End. Loan amount. There we go. Number of years. 8. Interest rate. There. Click on calculate. That is fine. And decision time. I want to add this. Click on that. Now we have an error here. Let's see, what did I do wrong? My function. Okay. Look at the spelling of length. You see that? Wrong spelling. There we go. Let's go back. Run it one more time. I think the name was meant to be Felix Frogner. He lives in Frogner Way. No, Frogner Way. And here the amount of loan, number of years, interest rate, calculates, add. There we go. Look at that. Right? We can add. So what is missing now to make it look a bit much more presentable is the title. Okay. Now I'm going to take care of the title. I think I'll just put that directly on my form load. Okay. So let's come right here, double click on the form itself. That is the form click, but I want it to be form initialized. Change it to initialize. I think it should be here somewhere. There we go. Form initialized. Look at that. So when this form initialized, what I want you to do is to add the following. So I'm going to grab hold of this, paste it right in there. Form initialize dot add item. And what item are you adding? I want you to add loan amount. Add loan amount. Close that. Plus, give me a tab. How many tabs? Okay, let's just say we have about 3 tabs. Add. The next one is going to be number of and in this case I'm going to add a tab, then space underscore. Let's go to new line. So here I'm just going to add about 3 more tabs. Paste. The next is going to be interest rates. With that, add tabs, one more. And that is going to be for the monthly, for monthly payments. Okay, close that off, close there. And finally, the tab, this time that's going to be for total payment. There we go. Total payments. Let's see. Oh, there's speech mark missing there. Okay, let's get down. So if I run it now, I should be able to see the title. Look at that. Those are the title. Oh, look at this one. Just take care of that. Go back in here. Form load. Double click on the form. Where is it? Right here. There. So run it one more time. Okay. Looking good. Close that. Because the worksheet doesn't have a title. So let's add title to the worksheet itself. So well, let's get hold of the worksheet. So that's going to be full name, address, next. That is, I might as well just increase the font size. Let's make it about 20 bold. Okay then. Now I have address here. That's going to be amount or loan amount. Followed by number of years. Then here we have monthly payments. Monthly payments. And finally, total payments. There. Alright guys, I know it seems to be a long tutorial, but it's for the benefit of the newcomers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's one missing here, right here. That should have been interest rates. So this should be there. This would be interest rate. Okay. So do this. So just move this or copy this. Just paste it right in here. And change this to interest rate. Okay, all done. Save that. Back to my developer menu here to run. Enter the new details in there. My name is Paul Oamen, Captain Paul Oamen. So in here, let's enter as follows: address of Captain Paul Oamen, number 15. God, Godson, Godson, please. Now, amount of loan, number of years, and rates, millions, 4.3. calculate. Now I'm going to add my details here. So let's add it up here and there. Look at it. Captain Paul Oamen. Details added right there. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. And please subscribe to my channel. And you can also join to be a member of this channel. So with that, I'm going to call it bye for now and enjoy your break. You all have a nice day now.